right, Mick, good to see you again.
Thank you.
How you been?
All right, are we on the air?
We're recording right now. There you
do
go. So, this is my second interview. If you remember, I was here a year and a half ago at Kowloon's,
Right.
and we did a quick little interview. So a year and a half later, what's new in the world of Mick Foley?
Oh, well, this is an entirely different show. The one I did a year and a half ago was to celebrate the anniversary of the infamous Cell match. So while I will be talking a little Cell, only because it's like my greatest hit, and if I don't play it, some people would be disappointed.
Of course.
I do have some stories from around the all across the spectrum of my 40 years in wrestling. Taking it, the next show I do will be at the Cavern Club in Liverpool, which is where the Beatles were discovered. So I get to go to some interesting places. Go every show except the final show in Dublin sold out, and that's only 20 tickets away. So I'm keeping busier than I was in my busiest year in WWE, and I'm 60, still at it.
Well, you're traveling all over the place. I would imagine that even at your age, is that tiring, or you just is it energizing at the same time?
No, I'll tell you what, it is energizing in a sense, but because of the delays and cancellations with flights, instead of arriving to New York, Long Island, and bringing my son up to the Boston area with me, instead I landed in Boston 8 hours later than I was scheduled to land in New York. Had to rent a car, drive to Long Island, and then drive back to Boston.
Wow,
so it's been a tough couple of days, so I'm not really energized at this moment, but once my boots hit the boards, as they say in the trade, I'll be ready to go.
Awesome, excellent. So I decided to do something different for this interview. I actually polled some people online to ask questions for you.
Oh, that's good.
And they had one that kind of came up, had some of the most likes, and I think this is an interesting one. I'm not sure if you've been asked this, but in 1983, you went to Madison Square Garden and saw Jimmy Snuka versus Don Morocco, and you mentioned this in your book, and he comes off the top rope. Top of the cage, yeah. Sorry, he comes off the top of the cage. Did that inspire you and say, hey, I can do this too? And that led to those iconic moments in the Hell in the Cell.
I don't know if I thought I could do it too. It inspired me in that I wanted to one day make people feel the way that I felt at that moment. I didn't know how I would do it, and it turned out I didn't have the balance or athleticism of Jimmy Snuka, so I couldn't balance on things. I had to have more stable surfaces to jump and leap off of. I couldn't jump high, so I jumped from high places. But that was a big moment. Yeah, it did inspire me. I didn't necessarily think I could do it, but I knew I wanted to do something that made me feel the way I did.
All right, so the other question I thought was really great, since it's the Christmas season, if you look around Kowloon's right now, they're highly decorated for Christmas, which is great, so come on out here. I heard that you are building a Christmas cabin that you're going to have 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all year.
Yeah.
So tell us, what is that for? What is that just for you? Is it just something because you love Christmas?
I bought it was a little bit under 1,000 square feet in a small town, early 1800s log cabin. Really simple, but it lends itself to the feeling of Christmas year round. So I'm working on it. I have been purchasing Anna Lee mobility figures, that started with Anna Lee Thorndike in Meredith, New Hampshire. I've been purchasing some older models and some of the new ones. They appreciate that I show them so much love, so they sent me some decorations for the tree. I'll only have a few days out of December to work on it this year, but I'll do my holiday videos from the Christmas cabin. It's going to be really nice. How did that word get out?
It was, again, I asked the internet. I asked on a wrestling Facebook page, what questions did I ask Mick Foley, and the most likes are going to get the question that I asked. Some of them were silly and stupid, and I just said those aren't worth asking, but that one came up. Someone said, he's building a Christmas cabin. What's that all about? I thought it was an interesting question since we're coming into the holidays.
For 20 years, and then we moved, and there was no room for a Christmas room. So I just acquired. I saw this beautiful log cabin relocated. You know, that's a historic structure that was in distress, and it was lovingly rebuilt on in a small town. And I saw it, and I was like, I want to live there some of the time.
So this question came up, and people say that there will never be another Mick Foley or another like Mankind Hell in the Cell match, because now more wrestlers are thinking longevity, because they're trying not to do the kind of crazy stunts that get their attention. What do you think now that it's more health conscious, that people are more aware of the head injuries and stuff like that, that the wrestlers are more protective? What's your opinion of that in today's wrestling?
Well, I think it's really important. I don't know if it's so much the longevity they're looking for. It could be. As much as you could never plan a match like that, because part of the intrigue is so many things went wrong, and there were so many surreal elements that you couldn't produce, you couldn't try. I mean, you would need literally a Hollywood studio to try to create something like The Undertaker and I did 27 years ago, 27 and a half. It's the only match that I know of in wrestling history that people celebrate the anniversary of. But going back to the head injuries, it is important, and I just spoke with, I spoke at Harvard Law School today.
Oh, wow.
Chris Nowinski, the co-founder of the Boston Center for Traumatic Encephalopathy, about head injuries. So it is really important that we do that, that we know what we can do, that we know when we're injured. It takes more courage to admit you're hurt than to pretend you're not. I think that's a seismic change in wrestling. And also, you know, there's no pressure that I know of to be part of like a wild party atmosphere. I think people realize this is it's full time. It's that way in other sports as well. I mean, Mickey Mantle is one of the greatest players of all time. He had his ACL repaired, and they just sent him home. Like, no rehab. If you go back and you watch Brian's song, the answer to Gail Sayers, I think another ACL, was that he had like a little gym like you could buy at the old Sears. Like, it was, you know, there was no state of the art. There was no rehabilitation to speak of. You know, where to just stitch him up and send him home. So we've come a long way, and not just in terms of head injuries, but in all aspects of medical science.
Okay, great. Now, I want to talk a little bit about Kowloon's. This is like a little over a year ago you were there. You're here both times to sell out crowds. So why do you keep coming back here to Kowloon's? Talk about the New England wrestling fans, and more importantly, what's your favorite dish here?
Oh, man, it's killing me, because, not killing me, literally. I'm having some digestive issues the last few days. So I would go with the salt and pepper shrimp. I hear is Jason Tatum's favorite. That's what I hear. And so I tried it. I was like, Andy, please let me try this salt and pepper shrimp that Jason Tatum loves so much. And it's delicious, but I don't know if I can handle it right now. I'm probably going to tell a story out there about how, rumor has it, I was the first wrestler to make going to Kowloon's a thing, because Phil Castanetti from Sports World brought me to Kowloon's after I won the title from Dwayne Johnson. He may have fibbed a little bit and said, "Can you keep the kitchen open a little while? We'll be right there." We were actually in Worcester in a blizzard, so a little while was about 2 hours. But I had a great time, loved the food. Obviously, atmosphere is second to none. Great people in the Wong family. And I hear this is the last year it's going to be around.
The rumor is they want to try to redevelop it into something else, which is a real shame.
I know. It's such a landmark. But if that legend of me being the first wrestler, not the first wrestler to come here, but the first wrestler to make it like make it an attraction, then I'm really proud of that, because the thousands of fans have come here to be part of it. I understand that some families and wrestling fans don't even go to the show, so they can camp out more or less at Kowloon, get the best seats, because they know there's going to be several wrestlers who come back after every show.
Yeah, wow. Okay, well, excellent. Well, I appreciate it, Mick Foley, and hopefully we'll see you here again before
I hope so.
This place is no longer in existence. But I keep hearing from the owners that it may go away, it may not go away. They don't have a definite date, so hopefully we will see you here again. Now, My final thing is I wore this shirt last time,
Okay.
and I was like, why didn't I get that autographed? But I will bring this out, and let me know if you've seen this one before, because I think this is a rare one. I'll put that down. Let's
Whoa,
bring
that
this one
is
out.
pretty rare. I've never seen it.
Yeah, so that's a really cool one. I don't know if you've seen it before.
No, I've been specific to the Connecticut Grand Opera. I love it.
And I'm a theater person, so this is, and a wrestling fan, obviously. So seeing this with, you know, the Mankind mask and the theater mask and the smiley face, the have a nice day.
I can recall is that Taz and I were guests at an opera, and I believe it was a special day for school groups to come. That's the only, and it was in Connecticut. That's the only thing I can think of, because otherwise I have no clue as to what this is. I can sign it.
That would be great if you could sign it.
47 pens here, so I should be.
Hopefully you've got a silver pen.
There you go.
There you go.
This is how much wrestling has changed. This was 1998, 2025.
You got to have all those different
You
pens
gotta
to
have
sign
that
everything.
palette. Yep. The best way to do is just to stretch it. So
All
tug
right.
it on this end.
Hopefully you're the expert then,
Tug
right?
it on this end. I'll tug it on this end. We gotta, no, you don't, you gotta hold it up
All
in the air.
right. So I got to put my camera down. We'll put this
So this is
facing
what you do.
here.
You pull it as tightly as you can, and you don't let go by both shoulders.
Both shoulders?
Yeah, and now take a piece of paper. There you go.
Awesome. Excellent. Thank you so much. I don't know if you saw the bottom of it, but I love what it says. Is
Two of the great. Yeah, I love it. So
Arts for Mankind. So I'm going to come over here and I'll pose with Mick in my shirt that he signed that I've had for like over 20 years. I don't wear it because it's falling apart. That's how much I loved it. Thank you, Mick. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll see you again at Kowloon's before everything goes away.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Thanks, man. Thank you.
All right.